What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. If you've been following along, you'll know that the past couple days have been very busy. Zach's car in today for some overfenders, which are right here. I got this nose panel I gotta fix. This bumper's good. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this bumper, but essentially we're prepping this car for paint because it's getting the orange treatment. And with the orange treatment comes a lot of body work. We're gonna fix this thing up. Zach's a ripper, so it only makes sense that he has a good, clean car to be ripping around in, especially as a teammate. We're going all out with this, we're going all out with that, we're going all out with this. So without saying too much more, I'm going to start working on the corner of this car, and I'm going to work on welding up these trunk holes just like I did in the last video. So I think that's about as far as I can go without a taillight. There's a little bow there, but it's regained a lot of its kind of curve. I'll play with it a little more, but until I get a taillight, I don't really know where to put this line. I can put it as close to where I think I need it as possible, but can't really do too much with this. So I'm probably gonna either move on to the trunk or mounting the other overfenders. I'll take that. That's good enough. That side was a pain, but this side is not bad. I'm probably gonna hop on the overfenders now. Same as how I covered it in the salty video. I'm gonna tape this up with the over and make sure it's where I want it. And I might end up cutting more of this fender out if I can, depending on the shape of the overfender and how it fits. And I might have to move this fender around because this car actually has an FDF angle kit on it. You can kind of see it right there, but it's a full FDF car, and it actually has like a lot of caster. Like the wheel is like very far forward. You can kind of tell from like this fitment. So this is the FDF Mega Mantis kit. I'm not really sure what kit it is from FDF, but it's a full FDF angle kit for an E36. And we're running Fitment Lab Phase 2 overfenders with, I believe these are 17 by 9 plus 12 wheels, stages, check them out. And this hits pretty good. This car has a lot of caster with this kit. Maybe we can adjust it out. I gotta see what Zach wants to do. Like I said, this is his car, so I'm gonna have to talk to him and figure it out, but I can almost guarantee that this is gonna blow this over apart. I'm thinking maybe shaving some off the back or maybe cutting a little bit off of here. I'm gonna talk to him and figure out what he wants to do. All right, so I just talked to Zach, and he basically told me just do whatever you think needs to be done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and split the difference between adjusting caster and trimming the overfender. So basically I'll trim some off of the back here, and there is a caster adjustment down there that you can't see, but I'm gonna jack the car up, pop the wheels off, and see what I can't figure out with that. All right, so I figured out that with the FDF kit, you don't have to, but I took this bolt out for clearance, and then I used, I believe it was an 1 1/8" wrench to get this nut off. That's what I had. I was able to get that adjusted, and now I'm gonna put the car on the ground so I can check for clearance. That's about where it's gonna sit. If you push on this, it tightens it up a little bit, but yeah, it's actually kind of a lot, but it should be good like that. I am gonna shave down the overfender a little bit on the backside and see how much I can take off without it like looking bad. That's first try adjusting the lollipops. So if we have to dial it in a little more, that's fine. For this side, I'm probably gonna just jack it up and just run it like halfway in or something just to get the overs on. And then we'll start dialing the caster in when it's time for an alignment. But basically, he put the FDF kit on very recently. The car has not been driven. It has not been aligned, hasn't been drifted, nothing. Like, it's brand new. Something like that. That's what I was able to come up with. There's some room there. It's not much, but I don't think it's gonna need much more than that. Of course, I'll tinker with it probably a little more with how it's mounted to the fender and all that, but I think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna call that good enough for now. All right. It's been a few days since the last clip you guys saw of me working on this car. As you can see now, I have this side mounted, back and front. I have not actually done this one yet. I have worked on the rear a little bit. I was able to get a taillight. I got this pretty close. I gotta do a little more welding in here. It's gonna need a lot of mud, but this was pretty screwed up, so I'm pretty stoked with that outcome. Overall, things coming along pretty well. I gotta cut this out still, but Zach was here, and you'll see the clips from that now of us putting those on. And this is what we're left with. I like that a lot. It's clean, fits good. I ran out of pins, so I had to take some from that one. But I gotta fix this quarter panel still, but I also have to cut them still. And honestly, I feel like that deserves its own video. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I will see you guys in the next video.